So sponsors today, MG Evans and Sons Limited, and we do hope they enjoy the hospitality here today. It's great to see you and thank you for your support of Tamworth Football Club, and also delighted to welcome everyone else who's here in the sponsors lounge today. We hope that you're enjoying the hospitality, the food, the drink and the warmth, because it's a bit cold outside. And as always, we're delighted to welcome manager Andy Morrell. And Andy, it's great to see you, and as always, we start off with the lineup for today. Thank you.
Afternoon, everybody. Okay, so in goal we've got Sean Rowley. Our back three today is Sam Coulson on the right, Luke Jones in the middle, Jack Lane comes back in on the left, Andy Burns and Steph Morley are our wing backs. In the middle three we've got Ben Fox, Ellis Deeney and Armand Verma back fit, and then the two strikers are Steishi and Daryl Knight. Our bench is Regan Upton, Charlie Shaw, Cal Powell, Brad Reed and Connor Taylor.
So, a bit of a headache for selection this week with everyone coming back for injury and everyone playing well as well.
Yeah, I think this is the first time that I've had to leave a first team player out of the 16 that's not playing, and it's not easy to do because everybody wants to play, but as part of my job we've got 18, 19 players that would expect to be in the first 11, never mind the 16, and when they're all fit it gives you a few headaches, but it's part of it, unfortunately.
I suppose a nice headache to have.
It's better than having no players.
Better than having, yeah, no headache. So, 5 bad results, then 2 fantastic results on the road since we last spoke. What do you put it down to, sir, those really good performances at York and Chorley perhaps even deserve the 3 points there as well?
I don't think our performances have been horrendous, I have to say. Even with the losses, we've had 3 in the 90th minute. Sometimes parts of the game are just not unacceptable, but other parts have been very, very good. We've just not been consistent enough to see through games, etc. If you come out of the 3 that we concede in the 90th minute, it's 3 draws and it's not too bad. It could be better, but it's not too bad, and you end up being 5 unbeaten. But it depends on how you look at it. We feel that we play well at home. We've been not great in the last couple of home games, and we need to be better, especially late on in games, and hopefully today we can do that with no better chance to do it against top of the league.
And you brought Verms back in, and we've seen the quality Ben Fox brings to the team already, of those who managed to travel away. And with Deeney, that's some powerful midfield you got on your hands today.
Yeah, he's back fit, and I just felt that I've got to start him. There's no point bringing him on in case he breaks down. I think we just start him and see how he goes. He's been excellent for us so far, Verms, and I'm sure he'll be great today and get through the game. Connor Taylor's very unlucky not to start because he's been fantastic in the last 2 games. I just felt that we're going up against a 4-4-2. I think getting 3 footballing midfielders in there will be good for us, and we hopefully can dominate them in the middle of the park. It also gives me somebody who's a bit taller and aggressive in the air for set pieces, so that's why we've brought him back in.
So based on that, talk us through a little bit behind the scenes. When you're sort of coming up to the Friday and you've got those team selections to make, you and Mike sit down together. Is it a Friday you make those choices? When do you sort of say, this is my starting 11? When do you do that?
The thought process starts pretty much Saturday night after the last game, or Tuesday night or whatever, but training Thursday. After that we'd normally sit down. We actually all went for a staff curry night on Thursday, and just sat and talked about the team and how we do it. We knew we were getting players back, so we knew we'd have to leave people out, and we just felt that Salford are a big team, organised team, strong physically, and we're going to need to match them with that and then play our football, and just felt that we needed as many headers of the ball in our team as we possibly can, and a bit of pace, and I think we've got the mix right today, and the subs will be there to change the game if needs be.
And so you're saying it's more based on the opposition than current form?
No, because I think some pick themselves on the way that they're playing. You know, Steishi for me is playing well, he's scoring goals, so he stays, he plays. But yeah, we look at the opposition and try and see whether how we can hurt them ourselves, and how we're going to nullify their threats. And sometimes you have to pick the team and you have to tell them how to do it rather than being able to do it naturally. But also, I want to get my better players on the pitch. My team, my best players. I think Verms has been outstanding so far, and for me, he's one of my first on the team sheet if he's fit. So that's why I've brought him back in.
And when do you tell the players so they know?
Half one.
Half one.
Yeah, half one today. We normally pull them before, the lads that aren't going to be getting changed or whatever. But some of the decisions are left right up to half one. It's one of those, for example, Sam Coulson and Regan today.
Yeah.
Either or for one position. I wanted Jack back in my team to give us the balance, and it was pretty much a toss-up between them. Either or would do very, very well.
Yeah.
I just felt I've gone for Sam because he stepped in a little bit more, and he finished the game, and Regan came off with a knock at Chorley. So that's the reason for those two.
And so Salford today, they're top of the league. We got the double over them last year, which was great results. As you say, big team, big spending team as well, as we hear rumours of how much they're paying their players, backed by some massive, names in the history of football as well. Yeah. What sort of a game do you expect from them?
Well, they've played 8 away from home, won 6 and drawn 2, so that'll tell you how good they are away from home.
Yes.
But I think if we play how we can, if we move the ball around like we can, then I think we can cause them a lot of problems. They are strong, they're physical, and they battle. But if we can stand up to that, and then we can use the ball and move it quickly, then I think we'll cause them all sorts of problems, and that's the aim.
Fantastic. So, just looking at some activities around the club, under 21s win again this morning, totally undefeated, and the youth team setting records. They've equalled the best ever performance in the history of the club, the FA Youth Cup. Again on Tuesday, home here, 6 o'clock against Fleetwood, the league team, trying to go one better. You must be really proud seeing your vision starting to unfold and the impact of what's happening.
Absolutely, I'm living the FA Cup dream with them. Because unfortunately we go out in the first round, but they're kept it alive for us. They've been fantastic. The first years that have come in this year, 18, or 17 really, 16, 17, have really pushed the group on. Some of them have gone straight into that FA Youth Cup team and look like they've been here for years. The group was together under 16s, which we've never had coming through to the scholars, so that helps because half the team knows each other. But they've really took to it, and there's been some tough games in there already with Boston and Alfreton, but they've come out on the winning side and they've just got a knack of coming out. Really tough game against Fleetwood here, but so proud just to watch them play and go for it against a League 2 team or a League 1 team. It's fantastic for me to just sit back and applaud them.
Fantastic. Well, Andy, we know you're busy. We do appreciate your time coming over, so thanks ever so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Morrell. Thank you.